During second COVID wave, rural India's healthcare system was overburdened. The COVID crisis in rural areas was a silent one. Under his initiative Care-ona, Siddharth Chauhan decided to help rural India. His team educated poor students and provided masks and food to those in need. NewsX proudly recognizes second wave superhero Siddharth Chauhan.
Hello and a warm welcome to Music Second Wave Superheroes. I am Yashasvi Chauhan and today I am joined with a very special guest. His name is Siddharth Chauhan. He's the founder of an initiative called Project Care-ona. He's also an LLM candidate at the Harvard Law School. Welcome to the show, Siddharth.
Thank you so much, Ojasvi.
So, I would like you to begin by telling our viewers that how exactly, you helped people and what is Project Care-ona basically?
So Project Care-ona started as an initiative to raise awareness about COVID-19 in rural India. So we started off by distributing masks initially. So I got in touch with some friends and we went to rural areas to make masks so that we could give them employment in rural areas. So it started off in Himachal Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Rajasthan. And later in the second wave, we realized there's so much to be done, and mask is just one part of it, and that's just awareness. So we went on to help students who were impacted by COVID because their education was impacted. So I organized a team of almost 20 people and told them that we can do very little also, which means like we just help students who are not from privileged backgrounds to how to navigate their education in COVID-19 with like low tech initiatives, even if it's, how to operate WhatsApp, because, certain schools were giving assignments on WhatsApp. So that's how we took one step. Another step which we took was we helped teachers told them about, how to access, various modes at this point of time to deliver their lectures. I think that's all we were doing initially. And then later, the second wave hit us so badly. I realized there was so much misinformation on the internet. People were, being turned away and people didn't have credible information. So again, we organized the same team, worked on, verifying the information, putting verified leads on the internet. I used my social media accounts for that. Like it was on my Instagram, my Twitter, to help people with leads, verified leads to, to get certain medicines, hospital beds, oxygen supplies. And right now, I am helping 3 villages in Himachal Pradesh to get them vaccinated and promoting, asking them to get vaccinated and helping them to navigate the process and helping with the registration process.
Thanks for the information, and this is like really great work. Also, what was your motivation exactly? Was there a particular incident that made you just go out and help people? What was your motivation?
So Project Care-ona started when India went first in lockdown. And, I come from a small Himalayan village, Kotkai in Himachal Pradesh. And I was speaking to someone and they were quite clueless in the beginning. And they said, oh, it's just a normal flu. It will go away. Don't worry. And that really worried me because, it's in the mountains, the medical infrastructure is not that great, and especially with this COVID, we have seen like how it has really impacted our medical infrastructure system. So that was just like one instance. It was just a random phone call while I was in Mumbai that time, and I realized that I need to do something back home for people back home, and that was my true motivation to start this project.
Okay. Since you were helping people directly, and I'm assuming you were in direct contact with the families of patients, and everybody. So, were there any emotional moments or any moments that moved you totally?
Yeah, there have been actually many such moments when I was out there distributing masks, because what was different in this project is like we didn't choose any particular area that we would go there and distribute masks. We were out there, just go to any random place and see if people are not having masks to distribute them. And one person, still reminds me, he said he was a vegetable seller, and he told me that, his sales are so little, he doesn't have the money to buy masks, even a single mask. So then I told him that, this mask which I am giving you can be washed again and again, and you can reuse it. And the way that I think that moment I cannot explain in words. And it was a very special moment. And he was so thankful. And I realized that even a single, drop in the ocean can, make the change so beautiful.
Yeah, that's some great work you've been doing. These people are never going to forget you in their lives, I guess.
Thank you so much.
Are there any ways people can, associate with you? Are you open to taking volunteers? Tell us about that.
Yeah, definitely. I am always looking for volunteers, and I tell them that, you don't need to be from any specific area. You just reach out to me, or you just DM us on Instagram, Project Carona, or on my social media accounts. So people have reached out to me. So they have said, oh, we are in Rajasthan right now. How we could, help us? How could we or help your project? So I always tell them, you can, do your bit by even helping somebody, a child of a worker who might be badly impacted by this and whose education might be impacted. So you can do little bits in your own ways. So we are always looking for people who can always, help us amplify the voices. That would be great.
Yeah. Okay. Also, experts suggest that now a third wave or a next wave is inevitable. It will surely come. So how do you think should India prepare for that?
I think the second COVID wave has really shown us that, don't take anything lightly. This is serious business. Pandemic has really crippled our economy. And I feel the government should now be fully prepared to address the issues. Technology cannot be the only way to address this issue to get a vaccine. There has to be multiple drives which should help people, because we are also looking at people who are living in rural areas who don't have internet connectivity. We're also looking at people with different disabilities who might not be able to, access and make use of technology. So I think those things should be the priority for the government.
Yeah. What advice do you have for the youth? I mean, a lot of people can also do what you're doing, but they just choose not to.
You don't have to change lives of 10,000 people. You don't have to change lives of many people altogether. Just take one step. That one life which you have changed will have, ripple effects and will be changing, lives of so many people. I think that's what is the beauty of youth, which we can do. Like, even if you think of changing, like every drop in the ocean counts. So if you do change life of even one people, that one person would be so motivated by you, like they might want to do something else. Like, this is what I've seen with my project as well. Like, there were so many people who were so motivated about this. They started different projects after that. And I think the youth should come out and, support the country, because it's all our future which is going to be impacted by COVID-19. So if we take steps now to address them, that would be great.
Thanks for making that point, and thanks for joining us today. Also, thanks for doing all the good work that you've been doing for the society.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.